solving the hat puzzle. You will remember that we have 3 men and 5 hats, 2 blue and 3 red. A hat is put on each man. The men are blindfolded. They can't see the hat they're wearing. They can't see the 2 hats that are not on anyone's head, and neither can they see the 2 hats that are not in use. The first man's blindfold is removed. He can't see the hat on his head, but he can see the other 2 hats. "I don't know what colour my hat is," he says. The second man's blindfold is removed. He can't see the hat on his head, but he can see the other 2 hats. "I don't know what colour my hat is." The third man, without waiting for his blindfold to be removed, said, "Obviously, my hat is red." How did he know? Well, the key thing is that there's only 2 blue hats. So if the first man had seen 2 blue hats, he would have known his hat was red. So he didn't see this. He could have seen any of these combinations. The second man couldn't have seen 2 blue hats because he would have known his hat was red, and he didn't. So again, he could have seen any number of combinations. But actually, could he have seen all of these? And this is where you really need to get a paper and pencil out and start writing down all the possible combinations of colours you could have got. So we've eliminated the first 2, where the first man's got a red hat on and he sees 2 blue. If he'd seen that, he'd have known he'd got a red hat. Same with the second man. And you will see that out of the 4 combinations we've got left, 3 of them mean that the third man has got a red hat on. But why couldn't it have been the last one? Right, let's find out. And the key thing here is that the second man knows a bit about what the first man must have seen. We're assuming the second man is really clever here. So he knows he could have seen these 2 combinations, a red hat then a blue hat, or a blue hat then a red hat. Or he could have seen 2 red hats, but that's fine. Okay, that still means the third man's got a red hat on. But if the second man had seen 1 red hat and 1 blue hat, he would realise that his hat must be red, because otherwise the first man would have seen 2 blue hats and known his hat was red, as he would have seen 2 blues. Okay, take a bit of time to think through that. So what he must have seen was a red hat on the third man. So that means that all of the combinations mean that the third man has a red hat.